Hello everybody, this is Gamalier, Sturgis, broker realtor with Sturgis Realty Group.
And I'm Alan Rios. I'm the realtor with Sturgis Realty Group here in Metro Atlanta.
And today we have an excellent topic. This is a topic that a lot of buyers get confused, and that is what is an appraisal versus an inspection?
Yeah, this is one that we definitely have to go a little bit more into detail when we are talking to our buyers, explaining what an appraisal is and also what is an inspection. Let's start with it. What is an inspection, Gamalier?
Yeah, that's a great question. An inspection is a report that is created by an inspector. An inspector is somebody that the buyer actually hire. An inspection doesn't have to be done in able to close a home, first of all, but it's something you must, because you definitely want to be able to find out everything about the property. That's what the inspection report does.
Yeah, it's a big investment when you're purchasing a home. So you want to make sure that the home that you're moving into, is going to be a situation where you're not going to have to deal with any headaches. So there are quite a few things that an inspector looks for when they're actually inspecting your home.
And obviously, they take a look at everything under the home, from foundation to roof to windows, doors, pretty much electrical, mechanical, everything in the home. And they create a report that takes some pictures and put all that in detail. And they create a report to show you what's going on with your home. The great thing about having a report is that once you have a report on hand, you can actually go back and have some negotiation, ask for a credit, ask for those things to be repaired, and negotiate.
Yeah, and that report can be intimidating, especially for first-time home buyers who've never seen an inspection report. But you got to remember, they're covering the house in detail, so they're going to explain what's going on. Some are minor, some could be major, but that's where the real estate agent like us come in to play and determine what needs to be negotiated.
And what makes it good, obviously, that once you have that report, you can sleep good at night, because now you know exactly what the home you're buying, versus people that buy a home without doing an inspection, and then they go ahead and close and find out there's a lot of repairs that they need to handle, and it become overwhelming. So it's great to do an inspection report. Typically the cost of an inspection report range anywhere between $350 to $700. It all depends how big the house is, or the condo, obviously. So that's something that I definitely recommend you to do.
Yes, so that is a highly recommended part of purchasing a home. Let's talk now about what an appraisal is. I mean, when we put an offer in on a home, right? That might not just be it. I mean, we have another step that we need to go to, especially if you have a loan when it comes to purchasing a house.
And obviously an appraisal is very important as part of the transaction. That's something you have to do and you have to pay for. Again, an appraisal ranges anywhere between $400 all the way to $800. It all depends how big, again, the house, what type of financing you're doing. But the good thing about an appraisal, what it is, it's a report that is created by an appraiser. Also, just want you to know that a lot of times an appraiser is not someone that works from the bank. It's an individual company, independent, and they go out there and they create a report, which is called the appraiser, that gives the value to the bank, and that appraiser is put together how?
Yeah, so the appraiser actually goes out to the property, right? They'll inspect the property and determine how many bedrooms, how many baths, what's the square footage of the home, and they'll take that subject property that you're purchasing, right, and compare it to other sold properties that are within that neighborhood. So they'll take a look at that, compare, and determine what the price is. And that price is going to be determined by those comparables, and the bank's going to use that price to determine how much money they're going to owe or loan you. Yeah,
that's very important element in the transaction, because what happens sometimes, if you're buying a home that is $200,000 and the appraisal comes at $200,000, great.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're pretty good. The bank is gonna lend you based on that appraisal, which is $200,000. But the problem happens when you have an appraisal that's under. So if you have an appraisal that's $180,000 and you're buying a house that is $200,000, now you have those $20,000 difference.
Yeah.
Sometimes people have to take it out of their pocket, and if you have a great agent, experienced agent, they would negotiate that.
Yeah, that's really important. So negotiating with the seller's agent there as far as where we're going to meet, what can the seller come up with, what can the buyer come up with, so we can make this sale happen.
Definitely. So these are two important factors and two things that happen during a buyer transaction. So definitely you want to make sure that you are working with an experienced agent that could guide you through it and definitely educate you through the process.
All right, hopefully we answered your question on what is an appraisal and what is an inspection. Thank you for watching. Remember to click a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Have a great day.